Okay, so this is my awesome world. I call it rainy day because the day I made it was a rainy day. And as you can see, I have done some extensive mapping. That little green dot right there is where we currently are. And I am looking north, which is towards the top of this map. Behind me is towards the bottom of the map. To my right is the right of the map, and left is left of the map. And as you can see, there is plenty of riverways. There's snow. Those are not deserts. Those are actually like the gravel mountains. There's some more over there. And if you were to take this map all the way down to the south end, you'll see there's some more rivers, and that's actually towards where I first spawned. And we turn around, and this is actually the continuation of this. So you see the snow on the left, and the tan, which represents the gravel mountain. Come back to the original map, and you can kind of see right down there, at the very bottom, you see that hint of the tan, that's the top of the mountain. A little bit of snow to the right, a little bit of snow to the left, and that's where we are. So snow to the right and snow to the left. And I've had a hard time mapping some of these voids because every time I do, I often end up making duplicates of areas I've already been because I lose track of where I was. You can kind of see this map over here, a small portion. That's actually some miscellaneous maps, but that cluster of blue is actually supposed to be up here somewhere. I'll take a closer look at that. And then these pieces of map are actually farther south of this. Sorry, I got turned around here. So those pieces are some cluster that belongs somewhere down here. But unfortunately, I've had recurring problems with this map where I would map out a whole area, and then when I come back to the game, like the next day, chunks of my map are missing from my hand. As you can see, I am well equipped for another excursion. 35. And you're probably wondering how on earth. Tab. Go on here. You know, all these frames and these maps. You just start on things where I was. All of this, and I have yet to find a single village. And I mean, this is quite extensive, you know. This file is like 100 meg, and I haven't seen a single village. However, up here in this grassy area, they're kind of tapped at it. I have found several in this that field area there. Several mines with you know, mine carts and trails, rails, and you know and spider webs and whatnot. So I don't know what it made me choose this area as my base camp. Well, I was here for a long time, and I wasn't even aware that I just had, like, I did not explore this area well enough when I first came in. And I'm actually not sure which way to go because I've been distracted so many times. So I'm going to wander around and hope I find it. Basically, I built, that clearly wasn't it. I built my base camp on top of a mine. So we're going to kind of meander and see if we can stumble across it. actually that far from it. It was like one quirky turn I made that led me into the right shaft. Forgive my jostling. Just kind of randomly. That's just kind of where it came from. Yeah. If I don't find it, it's no big deal. It's just going to show you. I would be thinking too, why on earth am I letting all that resource just sit there doing nothing? Well, first of all, I am not in, what do you call it? I'm in peaceful mode, so I don't really have to worry about anything coming to get me. So I only need to build the tools I need to create. Which mostly involves me digging my way out of things. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy while you watch this. I will. Find my way. Plus, since I'm really just dealing with this recording app, really don't care if it's YouTube ready. Well, somewhere there's a turn here that leads into a mine. I'm having trouble finding it right now, which is fine because I don't really care. Back there. Alright, well, let's get out of here. I really wanted to show you the map so you get a sense of the scale of the territory that I've explored. And not just explored, but I mean, see leaks that I've actually mapped. So, every time these are the mine cars that I did manage to take for myself, because I left the tracks typically, but I did take the mine cars because the mine cars all had chests, and chest had resources, and I wanted to get those resources and show you some of the stuff I've got. Step. This is for when my boys come in and join me. This is my stash. Some of this stuff. I even found an enchanted book somewhere early on. Of course, then don't know what to do with it because I've gotten around to it. Very little diamond so far. Surprised. I made 2 diamond pickaxes and so I have some diamonds left over, but emeralds. Really disappointed. I think the reason I have 2 axes is one of those glitches. I've seen a lot of glitches in this particular world. One major one is when I go out exploring and I'll be on a boat, and those chests are my duplicate maps that I didn't throw away. Anyway, so I go exploring, and then I'll be rowing down the river trying to head back to home or something, and it'll jump me to a very different part of the map where I've already been, like to another boat that I have. So I end up having duplicates of boats that I did not actually create that are just basically gives me a free boat, but it really disorients me because I'm like, well, where did I jump to? Usually it's somewhere else on the river, but some of these rivers are hard. They loop around so many times I can't remember which one I'm on. and which way's up. Because when you're in the boat, your compass doesn't work. I don't know if you know that. So, anyways, you can see I have a lot of wheat here. Why do I need so much wheat? Well, I need the wheat to feed the cows to make the babies. And the more cows I have, the more hide I get, but I gotta keep so many in place. Now, you're probably noticing that my fence is elevated. That's a recent change. I dug down one level after I put the fences in, and there's a lot of gates to interact them. What I used to do is I would, take a couple of the cows. Don't have the resources, can't feed them right now. And then, try to separate them into smaller groups, and so then I could basically slaughter them for their hides. But what I've discovered was when you make the baby calves, they can fit underneath the fence. And so my idea was that I would make them so the adults would stay here and the babies could go in and out, and they would kind of self-disperse. It doesn't work out quite as well as I thought it would. But I think what I need to do is take, say, that the middle section there, which is, we'll call that the slaughtering corrals. They, if I dig that down one block, I think the baby calves have trouble jumping up on a block. So I'll have to double check on that. That might make it easier, so that once they crawled out of these smaller pins into the larger pins, then they would be stuck there, and then I would only have to worry about, I would just harvest those hides and leave the cows that are in these side corrals intact. That way I can keep a constant flow and not lose track and have to shuffle them around like I keep doing. Because you get too many in one area, it's hard to feed them all. And you need to feed 2 cows to make them fall in love and make a baby. Anyways, you can kind of see I have some more wheat on the other side. But my walls are pretty full. I need to focus on getting my maps finished to fill the holes in my system. All these trees that are around me, they're planted. When I came here, there was no trees in this area. There were trees that way, up on those, as you start getting to the hills, and there was trees beyond that way too, but this immediate area was unforested, and as I kept getting more and more saplings, I kept planting more and more, and made it easier, because I need lots of, you need cowhide and 9 sticks to make those frames, and as you can see, I've made quite a few frames. So, anyways, that's the gist of it. The flowers are imported from other places I've explored too. Let's see, show you my flowers over here. I'm really new to this stuff. Back when I first played Minecraft, there was very little options. So all the new features that have been added are relatively new to me. So I got various chests and things laying around so that I could, use whatever I need or store it and try to keep it close by. I've even been recently taking up fishing, which I found quite relaxing. It's a nice change of pace from my usual mapping cartography expeditions. But yeah, I'm still hoping to find a village somewhere. But I found numerous mines and lots of other things that are just really, really impressive. Rock formations and whatnot. There's one of my mini boats. So what I tend to do is, since the rivers sometimes get interrupted by land, I'll just leave a boat on each side. So I'll take this boat, then I get to the end of the river, walk through the little valley, and jump into the boat on the other side. Comes in real handy, but I think that's what's been causing the bug where I would jump from the boat. Yeah. And then, of course, that really messes me up, especially when I'm doing the cartography. Because I gotta keep, I follow the river, make a map, and I keep making the map as it follows the river. And then from there I can spread out to the parts that don't. It's like a little easier to keep track of where I am and what I've got to do. So, anyways, I think any questions, I'll show you the key before I go away. Yeah, plenty of riverways, which makes it easy to get around if you have a boat. And then let's get back to the map, and I'll show you where I spawned when I started this game. And death from above. So I put torches around the edges to kind of give me a heads up. And we're all dead. Alright, so like I said, I am currently right where that little dot is there. Oops, just took my map out. And then that's the right map. That's just peachy. That's really weird. See what I mean about buggy? I'll have to review this video and see what happened there. Oh, there's the green dot. That's what's going on. That got twisted. There we go. I don't think that these things could be so sneaky. Anyways, so this bright green dot right over here is where I'm based. But I followed this river back down, and eventually you can kind of see, okay, down here. And because I've made some modifications when I made a map, you can kind of see that little, right there, between those two pieces of water, kind of making a little tiny bridge. I spawned on the left-hand side of the water. No, spawned on the right-hand side of the water, and then moved across the valley because there were some caves, and it was a very steep hill. Then I eventually made my way up here, which got me to where I am. But there's some interesting, waterways over here, lots of caverns, open territory. I got to do some more exploring this region. When I went really, really far south, I got to these areas, which was kind of interesting, but I still did not find a single village. In all my exploration, I have not seen a single village. So the search continues. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I'll probably have to redo this so it's more coherent. I also just want to give people a chance to see the map. And yes, it may be a little retentive, shall we say, but it's actually something I enjoy. It's like a puzzle for me. I don't really enjoy fighting the monsters or the survival aspect of things, and I'm not really interested in the creative stuff right now. This is a new feature that I kind of picked up on recently, and I know it's been there for a while, but it was new to me, so I wanted to explore it, and next thing I know, I've got this haul of map. So, anyways, I'll show you the seed, and you can explore it on your own, and if you do explore it and you do find a village somewhere, let me know, because I find it very odd there's no villages. And I want, my kids love the villages. So if you find one, let me know, and I'll go look for it. Thanks for watching. Let me go find that seed for you. And let me know if you want to try it out and tell me what you think. And this is on a Kindle Fire 7, the cheap $49 ones. I think I might be pushing the luck. Here we go, rainy day. This number's been over 100 meg. I don't know why it changes, but there's the seed. Dash 1187422933. And I'm in survival, but I'm in peaceful. So that's me, lazy to the core. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.